자, 오늘은 해외에서 천재 트레이더로 유명한 구독자 281만 명을 보유한 트레이더의 지지선과 저항선 거래 전략에 대해서 알려드릴 건데요. 조회수가 176만 회 정도 나올 정도로 전세계 트레이더들이 이용하는 방법입니다. 이 영상의 지지저항만 잘 활용하더라도 초보 수준에서는 바로 탈출하고 꾸준히 수익을 만들 수 있는데 정말 좋은 내용을 담고 있는 것 같아서 꼭 공유해드리고 싶었습니다. 끝까지 시청해보시면 분명히 도움이 될 거니까 꼭 끝까지 시청해보시길 바랍니다.
So first off, let's dive into support and resistance. Simply put, support is nothing more than an area that price is supported by the market. For example, if you look on the chart with me, you can see that we have an area looking left here where the market was supported in the past. The market came back down to that area and was supported again. Resistance is just like what it sounds as well. And resistance is when the market gets to an area that previously was resistance. If we look left, you can see that this market found resistance here in the past. Once we get back up to that area, there's a high likelihood chance that we see this market have resistance from this area yet again. So that is the what of support and resistance. And now I'm going to break down how to find the most likely areas of support and resistance to trade from. So let's do that on the euro dollar. Here we are on this currency pair, and the two ways that I define major levels of support and resistance are the most recent levels of structure that were broken and levels of structure that have been tested multiple times in historic data. Because for support and resistance levels, all we're looking at is historic price and the way the market's going to react from that historic price. Does it happen 100% of the time? No, but judging support and resistance based on historic price is something that can give us an edge in the market. For example, when a level of support is broken like this, that level of support oftentimes becomes the next level of resistance for a particular market. So in this case, we had a level of support right here. Once broken, as you can see, the market came back to that level and it became resistance. Now, the same thing can happen on a bullish trend. This was an example of a bearish trend, but on a bullish trend, what we see is the market pushing higher and then coming back into a previous level of resistance. So in this case right here, what we see is the market pushing up our higher high right here. It creates our first resistance level before the pullback. After that pullback and the break of this level, the likelihood is that we come back to that level and the market continues in trend from there. And when I say the likelihood from my testing and my trading experience, there's about a 65% chance whenever the market gets in this area and use a specific entry reason for the market to head higher. So with that being the case, this gives me the edge that I'm looking for, okay? We're not going to be able to win 100% of our trades. No one ever will. But what we try to do as traders is gain some kind of edge over the market with a higher winning percentage than 50-50 or a larger risk to reward than a 1-to-1, winning it about 50% of the time. So just to prove to you how well this works, what I'm going to do is play you a clip from last week's video on the euro dollar. And before I do, let me show you the analysis we had last week. The market was about right here. And what I said is that I was expecting this market to come into our area of previous support that's just been broken. What is that now called? Possible resistance, right? The previous support level that was broken is now likely to become resistance. So what I said last week in this video you're about to watch is that I was waiting for the market to get into the zone, then waiting for short opportunities for it to continue lower. Let's check out last week's video and then we'll check out what happened, even though you already saw it, but I'll talk you through the entire mindset once we get back. Check out that video clip and I'll see you.
네, 저는 마지막에 얘기했던 말이 떠오르는데요. 우리는 거래에서 100번은 이길 수 없을 것이고 아무도 그럴 수 없습니다. 하지만 트레이딩을 하려는 사람으로서 50대 50보다는 더 높은 승률로 시장에 대한 어떤 우위를 얻거나 큰 위험 대비 보상으로 이기는 것이다 얘기를 했는데요. 정말 공감되는 얘기 아닌가요? 항상 유리한 트레이딩을 하는 것이 가장 중요하다고 생각합니다. 풀 영상이 궁금하신 분들이나 해당 지지저항을 직접 경험해보고 싶으시면 하단 더보기에 상담 채널로 남겨주시면 자세하게 설명드릴 거고요. 위 방법도 영상으로 보기에는 쉬워 보이지만 실제로 내가 사용을 해야 결국 수익으로 만들 수가 있는 거잖아요. 그래서 제가 무료로 운영하고 있는 공부방에서 실전에서 바로 적용이 가능한 매매 노하우와 수익으로 이어지는 핵심 타점을 공유해드리고 있습니다. 트레이딩이란 짜릿한 도전이기도 하지만 때로는 고독한 트레이딩을 할 수가 있습니다. 그래서 같은 길을 바라보고 있는 사람들끼리 서로 소통하면 힘이 될 때가 있습니다. 혼자서 매매하기 어렵거나 안정적인 수익 루틴을 만들고 싶으신 분들은 영상 더보기에 있는 상담 채널로 편하게 연락주세요. 저는 이만 오늘도 용돈 벌러 가보도록 하겠습니다. 다음 영상에서 또 만나요.